What's up, people? We just coming on, man, talking a little bit about the Cannons, introduce ourselves. We have never formally introduced ourselves. I am Mr. Cannon.
And I'm Mrs. Cannon, and I wanted to do this video today just to talk about how we met. So I think that's going to be the title of the video, How Did We Meet? So September 25th is actually going to be our wedding anniversary, and it's going to be how many years married?
16.
16 years married.
And how many years together?
December will make 25 years.
December what?
8th?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So December 8th would make 25 years of us being together as a couple, and September 25th will be 16 years of us being married. So it took a little bit for us to get married. But the story about how we met, you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go first.
People to hear your side.
No, what you're going to hear is
My
the side. The side is, this is how we met.
Here we go.
So he worked with a cousin of mine. They were co-workers. And my cousin and another girlfriend of mine, we were on our way to a taping of a talk show in Manhattan. So we were going to the train station, on our way down to the train, because we had to take the train. It was in the city. So we was on our way, and my cousin bumped into him while I think he was on your way to work.
Yeah.
Going to get your check.
Right.
That's what he had said, right?
Going to get my check.
Going to get his check, right? So, they sat there and they had a little small talk. We wasn't formally introduced at that point. We were just kind of fell back, and they was standing in one section, and we was more towards the train, the stairs would go down to the train, right? And they chit-chatted, what have you, and we looking at her can you come on? Let's go. We ready to get on this train to be able to get to our talk show, to our taping in our talk show. I believe this was in, I want to say August.
So you weren't,
late August.
You wasn't checking for me?
No, not at all. No attraction. I mean, nothing.
Yeah.
Not checking for him. I was checking the time so we can go, but wasn't checking for him. No interest. No, stop it. All right. So anyway, they finished their small talk.
I'm going to tell the story.
They finished their small talk. We went on about our business. Fast forward to, because like I said, I think this was in August. It was either August or the end of August going into September. Can't quite remember the timing. But I do know, fast forward to October, the same cousin was going to a talent show at Uptown Comedy Club. And they had a mutual co-worker that was going to be performing at this comedy show or talent show, whatever it was called. It was at the Uptown Comedy Club, whatever they was called it for that day, right? And I didn't want to go. She begged and begged and begged and begged and begged for me to be able to go. So I finally wound up going, or whatever case may be. Lo and behold, he was there. I didn't know he was going to be there. I don't even know she knew he was going to be there. It was just co-workers that was invited. He happened to be the co-worker that was there. So we went. I think we all sat at the same table. It was just me, him, and my cousin. I think we had small talk that night. Again, I don't remember anything. No, I don't remember. I don't remember all this conversation. We had small talk amongst the three of us because, again, it was me, my cousin, and him at this table. So we had small talk or what have you. The show was really, really good. The person we went to go sing, she could sing really, really good. Did she wind up winning? I don't even know what happened, really. But it was a good show, and she did really well, the person that we went to go see. Okay, so at the end of the night, we're leaving now, so they playing the music, and I'm, dance. It was a line to get out because there's a lot of people leaving at one time. So, I'm doing my little two-step on my way out the door, what have you. And I could see him from the side, trying to keep up with me, trying to do the two-step with me. And I'm like, oh, okay. Trying to join in with me. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, right? So, again, we finally get out. He was staying in Manhattan at the time, so my cousin gave him a ride. So, obviously, he got in the car with us. So, we dropped him off, got to the building, place where he was staying. He gets out the car, and he asks for my number. That's not how it went?
No.
Whatever. He get out the car, and he asked for my number. So, I give him my number. I did. I gave him my number, right?
No other way.
So, whatever. I gave him my number. So about a week went by, maybe. At least a week, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. And I casually mentioned, because I knew they was co-workers, him and my cousin. I casually mentioned to my cousin, casually.
Well, here we go.
Now, you know my cousin. This the cousin that exaggerates everything, right? So I casually mentioned to her, what happened to that guy from that night? He had the nerve to ask for my number and not call me.
Checking for me.
So I'm like, no, I was saying that, like, the nerve. Like, you need to go back and check him and tell him, yo, how you gonna ask for my cousin's number and don't call her?
Checking for me.
But anyway, so I said that to her just through conversation or what have you. And I guess she told him. Now, his story is totally different from what I just told you, but that's basically how we met. Okay, so now we're here almost 25 years later, almost. 16 years married, and again 25 years of being together. So that's just the story of how we met. I just wanted to do this video again just to, like, you know, get us out there. We're a new YouTube new YouTube channel. It is gonna be a family vlogging channel. As you see, most of the videos, all of the videos basically we put up, it's the family together. We're always together, we stick together. And that's just the type of content that we're going to be putting out there. Also, we're in the middle of purchasing a home. Not just a home, a new home. So the home is going to be built. So we're going to take you guys along that process. And the reason why I really want to do that too is because when I was looking for stuff out there, other YouTube videos, I didn't really see stuff. I saw stuff about, you know, new home process, first time buyers, new builds and stuff like that. I saw a lot of that stuff, but I didn't see anybody doing it in New York. So I wanted it to be more relatable, because I do know that, you know, buying in New York, living in New York is very different than living in other states. Big difference as far as what you get, money, you know, financials, is a big difference. I wanted something a little bit more relatable, just in case now anybody else is out there looking for the same type of videos. Here we are, because we are going to be documenting everything. We're already in the process. We're actually in contract right now. They didn't start the build yet. They are supposed to start the build in December. And the house is promised to be finished next year, 2021. So we're going to take you guys on that whole process concerning the Cannons. So, what you want to say?
Majority of that was pretty accurate. What
wasn't accurate?
Let me talk to the people.
Hurry up, we ain't got that long.
Let me talk to the people. Y'all ready for the story? So we did, you know what I'm saying? You know, we you know, I'm going to get my little finance from a job or what have you. I see this young lady that was, you know, wasn't really digging too hard, you know what I'm saying? I saw her, you know what I'm saying? And I saw her looking at the corner of her eye. She said she wasn't checking. But listen, man, she was checking. But it's all right.
Checking the time, because I'm like, yo, we got to go.
Listen, man, we're going to fast forward to the night of the Uptown Comedy Club. You know, we got up, you know, dancing, what have you, know what I'm saying? Two-stepping, I'm up on her, you know what I'm saying? She was looking good that night. I said, okay, let me see what I can do.
That's accurate.
Looking scrumptious, you know?
Very accurate.
We're going to fast forward a little bit, because the majority of that was cool. So, when we get to the crib, get to my house or what have you, they dropped me off. I live right up, you know, right up the block, not too far from there. So they dropped me off. So she asked for my number.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So I said I ain't really happy. At that time I used to do security. I did security.
Wait, hold up. Stop on I asked for your number.
Let me finish.
I didn't ask for your number.
Can I tell my story?
No, you can't, because you're not telling the truth.
Let me talk to y'all for a second.
I did not ask for his number.
I'm finna fix it for you. So back then, I was doing security with a homegirl of mine, and we had these flyers made up. I say we couldn't even find a pen. So I said, well, let me just tell my number off of this flyer and give you the flyer, give it a piece of the flyer. So I just gave it a whole flyer. So a couple of days later,
what?
Listen to me. I wasn't, you know, it is what it is. So now, you know, I'm like, all right. You know, I'm living my best life at this point. So I ain't call. You know, it is. It's just a conversation at that point. And, you know, fellas, you know how we do. You know what I'm saying? So I see her cousin a few days later. She said, "Can you please just call my cousin? She's driving me crazy."
My cousin exaggerates.
Listen, I'm just the messenger.
I'm stuck still on the part where you said I asked for your number. I didn't ask for your number.
Let me finish.
You didn't interrupt me because everything I said was true. There was no reason to interrupt me.
I'm talking the truth now. So now, I'll give it a number, what have you. I ain't called,
Julius,
nobody.
I don't know why you're telling this story to the people. This is our friends and family. These are our new friends and family.
I'm telling the story how I feel.
That is going to be supporting us, and they don't want to hear the untruth. I did not ask this man for his number.
So why did I give you the flyer?
I don't even remember a flyer. What flyer?
Wow.
I don't even remember a flyer. I remember him asking me for my number. I gave him my number, and yes, I did say to my cousin,
you didn't give me the number.
a couple of a week or so later, like, "Yo, what's up with your coworker asking for my number and not calling me?" Now, who does that? What you doing that for? And like I said, she exaggerates. So however she gave the message back to him.
Let me finish talking to the people. Listen. Long story short, I ain't called. I got a message. Little shorty over there. She was.
So you know what? If I gave you, if I asked for your number, why am I asking my cousin why you didn't call me? Because you asked for my number, duh, and I gave it to you. You want backtrack?
Listen, it is what it is.
You see?
But I'm telling you.
So who tell the people that you asked for my number?
Why? The question was, why didn't I call, right?
And I didn't leave that part out.
Okay. Maybe that screwed it up. All right.
Yeah.
I ain't called because I ain't want to call. But I got the call from the cousin saying you need to call. So I made the call. And when I made the call, Saad was gone. It was over from there. And ended up calling and saying what I had to say. And it was over from there. And my dad, before he, God bless him, he's passed on now. He called me one morning, and Keisha this was Sunday morning, I never forget. It was Sunday morning, and he asked for, how everybody was doing and what they was doing, because my daddy was an early riser. And I'm saying it had to be probably around 7, 8 o'clock, and Sunday dinner was done already. And he said, "Boy, you better make sure you keep that one. That's a good one. She got your Sunday dinner done, and now she cooking breakfast before y'all go to church." I said, "Yes, sir. You better keep her." What used to call you?
Tisha.
Hey,
I said, "No, Mr. Cannon, it's Keisha." "All right, Tisha." I said, "All right."
Always call her Tisha.
Tisha it is.
Yeah, it was crazy. But long story short, man, that's just what it was. It was all fun. And we here living it up, doing what we got to do, getting ready to, get this house, get my kids a nice little stable place.
We stable. Don't make it sound like we ain't stable.
Nice, I'm not saying that. We're doing what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Have them something they can fall back on, and it's for them. It's for the kids. But that's what we do.
Yes. So that's the story of how we met, and now we're here. No matter how we met. Bottom line is we're here almost 25 years later, and we're still pushing, still striving with the grace of God. And we thank you to all of our new subscribers. We thank you for subscribing. We thank you for checking these videos. Absolutely. We thank you for the support. Keep them coming. Like, share, comment, share the video. Tell people about us, because we're here. We're a Black family, vlogging, doing our things, showing love. Try to bring some inspiration to all that's out there. So again, we thank you for watching. Thank you for everything that you have done so far and will continue to do. Bye.
She checking for me.